Chapter 13, Day 3. Your attitude is your greatest advantage. Welcome back to JV Matters, where we talk sports. I'm your host, Coach Lowry. Today we're going to continue Chapter 13 about your attitude. Think about that. Your attitude. Today I want to talk about something every player controls. Not your height, not your speed, not your strength, not your talent, but your attitude. I've often told my players, I can't coach your genetics, but I can coach your attitude if you're willing to let me. And this becomes a big problem with a lot of players because you'll go to correct them and you'll see the eyes roll, or you'll get the feedback from them. They'll start to challenge you, and they'll keep challenge you. It's like, no, that's not the correct answer. Okay? I'll talk about that here in a second. And that's the key. You have to be willing to change your attitude. Over the years, I've coached players from every background imaginable. Some have incredible natural ability. Others had to work for every yard they gained, every inch of ground, everything. They weren't fast. They weren't big. They weren't strong. But there was one thing they all had in common. Every single one of them had to decide what kind of attitude they were going to bring to practice. And this is important. Every day they had to decide. Attitude shows up long before the first whistle blows. You can see it when they walk onto the field. What's this coach going to be like? It shows up in how they walk onto the field. It shows up in how they respond when a coach corrects them. It shows up on how they treat their teammates. It shows up after a bad play. It shows up after a loss. And especially when things are not going their way. You can see it. They slump their shoulders. They look down on the ground. They start blaming everybody. You can control your attitude. You have to put your attitude in check every time you get up in the morning. When you get up in the morning, you need to look yourself in the mirror and you need to say, I'm putting my attitude in check. Today's going to be a good day. And this is why. And you have to tell yourself why this day is going to be a good day. One of the quickest ways to identify future leaders is to watch how they respond to adversity. Do they point fingers? Who are they pointing them at? Do they pick on that same player over and over? Do they make excuses? Do they blame officials? Do they blame teammates? Coat of arms, we used to say this a lot. Or coaches? Or do they take ownership? The player who grows the most are usually the ones who ask one simple question. Coach, what can I do better? How can I improve? Where are my mistakes? I get players that are asking me that all the time. I tell them exactly what they need to. Get into the huddle. Do this. Do that. The player who takes ownership are usually the ones that are going to be your leaders. They will know what it takes to lead your team because those are the ones that are asking the questions. That question tells me a lot every time. Tells me everything I need to know about a player. It tells me the player that want to improve. It tells me he's coachable. And coachable players are dangerous. Not a bad way, but in a positive way. in the best possible way, in the way you want on your team. Those are the players you want. Those are the players you want to lead your team. I've also coached players who had all the talent in the world but couldn't accept correction. You've all had those players. We've all had them. We've tried coaching them. And the minute you try and correct them, you see the eyes roll back in their head. It just, oh my gosh, he's correcting me again. They take it personally. Every piece of feedback felt like a personal attack. Coach is picking on me again. First thing they do is go home and tell mom or dad. Coach is picking on me again. Every coaching point became an argument. Again, going back and talking to mom or dad. Coach is picking on me again. Telling his buddies, coach is picking on me again. Instead of learning, they defended themselves. Instead of improving, they stood still. They didn't move. That's unfortunate because football is a game of constant adjustment. It's like a chess match out there. The ones who are improving, the ones that are making improvements, the ones that are growing, those are the ones that are going to see playing time. Those are the ones that are going to hit the field. Those are the ones that are going to get good grades in classes. Those are the ones that the teachers are going to say, Coach, this is a good kid. Those are the ones that are going to go far once they get out of school. If you can't accept coaching, you limit your own potential. You're not going to go far. You almost can end your football career right there if you can't accept coaching. Your career is like almost done. You're like hitting a brick wall. Here's something I want every player to understand. A coaching correcting you isn't always criticizing you. Most of the time, it's exactly the opposite. We're investing in you, especially at the JV or the freshman level. We're investing in you because guess what? We want you to be able to play the next year and the year after that, in the next game. We want you to play on Friday nights. The coaches and the varsity coaches are looking at you. They want you to play for them. So we're investing in you and correcting you. We watch film, we correct you the next day after we watch film. We watch film with you and we correct you. Hey, see what you did right here. Let's try and do this next time. Maybe if we try this, maybe if we adjust your stance. That's all we're doing is making those little corrections. We're investing in you. We're spending time helping you become better because we believe you're capable of more. Think about it. Coaches don't spend much time correcting players they've given up on. They spend time with players they believe they can improve. I spend time correcting every one of my players that are on the field. If he is giving me his time, I'm giving him my time. That's the way I look at it. If you're on my field, that means you're giving me your time. I'm giving you my time. But if he doesn't show up for practice, then he feels he doesn't need any of my time. So if he misses practice, then that's telling me he doesn't want any of my time. So sometimes the greatest compliment a coach can give you is taking the time to coach you hard. Now, does that mean every coach is perfect? Of course not. I'm far from perfect. I'm always going to the varsity coaches and asking questions, making sure I'm on the right sheet of music, that I'm coaching as a JV coach, that I'm coaching the same as the varsity, that I'm using the same language, the same terminology, that if they change something up there, that I change it down at the JV level, so that if somebody gets pulled up, they don't have to worry about making any changes, that they're right on task. I'm always asking staff for their opinion. I'm always asking my staff for their opinion and getting feedback. I'm making sure we're on the same sheet of music. Coaches always are making mistakes. I've made plenty of them. I've made them in practice. I've started off with a drill thinking, oh, this drill is going to work perfect. And it doesn't. So I have to change or adjust the drill. I've made mistakes during the game, called the wrong play, called the timeout at the wrong time, called the timeout too late, called the timeout too early. Made mistakes. But players who learn to separate emotion from instruction improve much faster. Instead of focusing on something was said or how something was said, focus on what can be learned, on what you learned from what was said. The mindset will serve you well, not just in football, but in life. As a JV coach, one of my greatest joys is watching players adjust their attitude or change their attitude. I've seen players walk onto my field, onto the practice field, with their head down because things weren't going their way. Weeks later, those same players were encouraging teammates, leading drills, and setting the standard. What had changed? Not their talent, because they're the same talented kids that started the season off. Their mindset changed. Life is going to challenge you. You'll have bosses who will correct you, teachers who expect more from you, military leaders, supervisors, and mentors who will push you outside of your comfort zone. You're going to be pushed outside of your comfort zone playing football. You're going to do things that are like, Coach, I'm not used to this. Coach, I played over here. Well, I need you over here. How you respond to correction will often determine how far you go. Football gives you a chance to practice the lessons every day, because you're going to see those lessons in life. So if you're a player listening today, here's my challenge. The next time a coach corrects you, don't get defensive. Don't make excuses. Don't roll your eyes. Just simply say, yes, coach, I got it. Then go out and apply what you've just been taught. That response builds trust. It earns respect, and it tells everyone around you that you're committed to becoming a better player. So in closing, talent might get coaches' attention, as I've mentioned before. Effort will earn you an opportunity, but your attitude will often determine how far you go. Attitude and character. Bring a positive attitude, be coachable, stay humble, never stop learning. Because the players who grow the most aren't the ones who know everything. They're the ones who never stop watching or never stop wanting to learn. And those are the players who don't just become better athletes, they become better men. Thank you for watching JV Matters. If you believe football is about developing character as much as developing athletes, please like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who is making a difference in the lives of young people. Until next time, keep leading, keep serving, and never forget, JV matters, because it's never been about just football. And you all have an outstanding day.